finally got back home, so let me. So I gotta log into a few things first, and then we are going to play Diablo here in a few. But I'm gonna search the internet for a little bit. But let me. Before I do that, let me. Hold on. There's that guy. Yeah, I was in Tennessee for about 2 months, and then I finally got home yesterday. I was worried that the airports were going to be shut down, or very, very. I don't know, very, very busy. That's what I was worried about. Or even worse than that, I thought my flight was going to be delayed or something. But honestly, it wasn't that bad from my standpoint. And one more. All right. Right now, I'm just opening up all my streams. All right. All right. Sweet. All right. We're gonna go over here. We're gonna check out the new stuff, and then we're going to. We'll go over here to YouTube.
How close are you to a deal, a trade deal with India? Are you
Right.
willing to consider lowering the current tariff rate?
Well, right
Hold on, that's kind of loud.
now the tariffs are very high on India because of the Russian oil, and they've stopped doing the Russian oil. It's been reduced very substantially. Yeah, we're going to be bringing the tariffs down.
What kind of level are we talking about here?
I mean,
How
at
close
some
are you?
point, no, at some point we're going to be bringing them down. Without tariffs, we would be, this country would be in such trouble, as they were for many years. That's why we owe $38 trillion. And one of the things we're going to do, we're going to issue a dividend to our middle income people and lower income people of about $2,000. And we're going to use the remaining tariffs to lower our debt. We're going to be lowering our debt, which is a national security thing.
$2,000. That sounds nice, but all it does is yes, it gives people money to play around with. But what it ends up doing, honestly, is everybody feeds for your money. So for the next couple months, prices of gas are going to go up. It's cool because you don't have to spend your money on gas and everything, but it's just how it works. It's what it's done every single time we've done one of these.
So we're doing a lot of good work. And the numbers were reported so incorrectly. The real numbers are trillions of dollars have been taken in or gotten in terms of investment from the tariffs. And so if that were ever reversed, it would be a disaster. Frankly, it would be a national security problem for our country. And nobody thinks it's going to be reversed. I think we had a very good court case. As you know, it's before the Supreme Court right now. But if that were ever reversed, people are saying, oh, it's $1 billion. Some people said, oh, it's $2 billion. Well, that obviously we can handle very easily. But this is trillions of dollars we're talking about in terms of the tariff income and all the investment income that's come into our country. We have more than, I would say right now, more than.
I do believe the tariffs is a fantastic thing. I really do. Making people pay for us taking goods and selling it to our people. I think it's fantastic.
$18 trillion. The biggest number ever is a tiny fraction of that for any country. China, the United States, the biggest number ever. If you look at the past administration, Biden, he did less than $1 trillion in 4 years. We're over 18 trillion. By the time my first year ends, we're going to have over $20 trillion of investment coming into the United States. It's unheard of. We have
20 trillion. Holy crap. Holy crap. All based on trade. That's it.
AI factories. We're leading China by a lot. We have cars and car plants coming in by more than we've ever had built before. All of that would go away if we lose the tariff case. So all of it would go away. So they're not giving the right numbers. It would be an economic disaster. It would be a national security disaster if we lost the case in the Supreme Court. Daniel? Yes.
This is an idea that you've been talking about for months. This is going to directly, positively impact millions of Americans. Why was this important for you to do, and when can Americans expect that?
So I've been talking about it for a long time, the dividend to people that, have suffered under the Biden administration. So Biden had the highest inflation in history, and we now are at a very low point. We're going to be hitting 1.5% pretty soon. So we're at a low point, and he was a high point. We did that. Food prices are way down. It's all coming down.
I don't know. Food prices are pretty freaking high right now. So I just went grocery shopping this morning. I spent $100, and I didn't get that much. I got like some sandwich meat and chips, and then I already had chicken and stuff, so I bought like side stuff for all that, and I spent $100, and it's crazy because I remember. Granted, it was fucking like 25 years ago, but I remember my mom would go to the store, and my dad was working in security. He wasn't making that much money, and she'd go to the store with like $200-300 and survive for like an entire paycheck. Like, it's crazy.
And the biggest decrease, of course, is energy. And, as goes energy, goes everything else. Because when energy comes down, the oil, the electric, but I think you're going to see $2 gasoline or something very close to that. In fact, we're already in the twos, but I think you're going to be.
So I just got back from Tennessee. Oh my God. So gas was like 2 something. Let me see. Let me check my volume. All right. Gas was like $2.50 when I left. It was fantastic. I had a little Honda Civic, or not. I had a Camry, and the Camry it'd take like $20 and fill it all the way up from empty. I get back home and I got my truck. Oh my God. That sucks. It's like $90-100 just to fill it up. It's crazy.
Saying very soon $2 gasoline.
It's like $4.
That's like the equivalent of a massive tax cut. But in addition to that, the great big beautiful bill gives you a very, very big tax cut. And then you have no tax on tips, no tax on social security.
No tax on tips. Oh my God. I just keep seeing that meme or that thing online where if you don't make or leave this much, you don't have the right to go out to eat, and it shows like a bill for like $120, and it's like you divide that by 10, and then you multiply it by 4, and that should be your tip. It's like, dude, you're fucking high. I'll leave a tip even if the bill's like $500. If I leave a $30 tip, it's not fucking 40%, but that fucking person better be happy because it's a tip. What did they actually do? Granted, I will give a huge tip if somebody goes above and beyond, but just for the minimal service, no, absolutely not. But that money that I give should be considered like a gift and free of charge.
Security and no tax on overtime for the middle income and for even frankly anybody. But you have no tax, and the no tax on tips has turned out to be a tremendous thing. But when you think no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and no tax on Social Security for our seniors, the great big beautiful bill, which has been mischaracterized, but now people they don't want to talk about it because it's so good, the enemy, because it's so good for everybody. It's the greatest piece of legislation ever passed in the history of...
It's the greatest piece of legislation ever passed. Yeah, in all of history, all of mankind, greatest history
of our country in terms of size. And hence they call it the big beautiful bill, or the one big beautiful, I call it the great big beautiful bill. It's an amazing bill for the middle class. It's an amazing bill for jobs. We've never passed anything like it. And in my first administration,
All right, let's see what else. I like slots. This is I like all the Buffalo game. Whenever I go to the casino, that's what I play. I'm basic.
It's 6:03 a.m.
This is 2
Three
weeks ago.
Venezuelan patrol ships tear across the Caribbean Sea at 28 knots. They're not shadowing, but they're blocking. Engines screaming, white water curling off their hulls as they angle straight for the heart of U.S. Navy carrier group south of Curacao. On the deck of the USS George Washington, motion freezes. The collision alarm erupts across the flight deck. Distances shrinking.
I don't like this video. I already don't like it.
While defending his tariffs in a post on Truth Social, President Trump said he planned on giving all American citizens, aside from high-income earners, a dividend. Let's go to Emma Withrow from the Fact Check team. Any indication who specifically would qualify for these bonuses?
So there hasn't been like an official plan released or anything. All we've seen was that one post from Truth Social from President Trump. And we don't really know who he considers to be high income. But what we do know is that he plans to use money generated by the tariffs to dish out these bonus checks, or as he's calling them, dividends. And he said the checks would be about $2,000 a pop. Also, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent told Fox News that the dividend could come in lots of different forms, lots of different ways. So maybe we could even see certain tax cuts, but there's also the possibility they could be like that stimulus check that we saw.
Still remains to be seen, but yeah, that definitely came to mind. When we're looking at whether these tariffs have generated enough revenue to pay for all of these dividends, what is the outlook?
So at this point, it doesn't look like they would have the money or the means to do that right now, but potentially in the near future. So according to the Committee for a Responsible Budget, the tariffs generated around $195 billion in fiscal year 2025. And according to the U.S. Census, around 173 million Americans made less than $100,000 in 2023. So that would add up to about $346 billion if they were to cut, those $2,000 checks for each of those people. However, the Tax Foundation predicts that the tariffs are going to generate around $1.8 trillion over the next 10 years. So in the future, it seems like there would be enough to cover those $2,000 dividends that Trump is suggesting. We're just going to have to wait and see how it all plays out, especially with the Supreme Court.
Absolutely. That's a good point. Emma, thank you so much. A little later on, Emma will be back to dig into the legality of dividends.
I like people that actually are working with the people. Granted, money's not going to solve everything, but it's a start. Actually, let's try riots.
This is all tragic. Not just today, but the past 35 years have been a tragedy and there's no end.
It's just crazy.
We've not had a state for a long time now. This is one criminal organization which has its own army wing. Those people in uniforms. What can I say? A completely surreal situation. Two Serbias that will not reconcile for the next 20 to 50 years.
We are seeing that KTVU Fox 2 is above that active protest scene. Let's watch a little bit of their coverage.
USA's event on campus tonight at Zellerbach Hall. That is the group Turning Point USA, founded by the late conservative activist Charlie Kirk. Some Cal students say they are disappointed with the school for allowing the event to happen. So far, at least 2 people have been detained. And that event starts in about an hour as you take a look at that large group outside of that event. We have seen that crowd continuing to grow as the afternoon has gone on. We want to show you some video from within the last hour. We've highlighted for you as some fights broke out in this crowd. Again, we know 2 people have been detained as emotions are high and tensions are high, as we saw some of those protesters clashing with people waiting in line to get inside. We know the university has added enhanced security measures. They called in a lot of police from Berkeley as well as UC Berkeley, and Turning Point USA has also hired some of their own independent security to be on campus. There are strict policies to actually get inside of Zellerbach Hall, but we know certainly tensions are high outside of Zellerbach Hall right now. We want to show you some more video here.
In Berkeley arrested at least 4 people after tensions at UC Berkeley boiled over last night during an event hosted by Turning Point USA. KTVU's James Torres is on the Cal campus right now to show us how that event honored the life of the late founder of Turning Point and the protests that broke out. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Dave. Well, Turning Point USA is the conservative conference that was founded and led by Charlie Kirk, an activist well known for his conservative policies. You may remember a gunman killed Kirk back in September during one of these very similar events at a Utah college campus. Now, this event here at UC Berkeley was part of a nationwide tour. It was the last stop of that tour that Kirk was scheduled to be at before his assassination. But since then, other popular conservative names have stepped in and been part of the tour to replace Kirk. Last night, one of those speakers included comedian and Pacifica native Rob Schneider. He spoke inside Zellerbach Hall, calling Charlie Kirk a champion of free speech. The event, popular enough to bring in conservatives from all over the Bay Area and as far as Sacramento.
I just want to make sure that we're able to freely speak about things that might offend other people and inform others.
I actually really agree with him, unfortunately. You got to be able to talk with people and let everybody know what you think, and you have to be able to discuss things. Like, even if you don't agree with people, absolutely you need to be able to voice your opinion and have a debate. These riots are fucking ridiculous.
Brought in protests as well, which at times turned violent. Our cameras caught the moment 2 men started fighting outside the event space, both detained by police. Protesters there arguing the Turning Point event is not actually promoting free speech, but instead promoting hateful rhetoric, urging its representatives not return to Cal's campus.
Charlie Kirk was not about, promoting free speech and open debate. He was about trying to bully and intimidate people into silence.
No, he wasn't.
Police tell us at least one man arrested may be facing charges of battery. Police from both the city of Berkeley and UC Berkeley's campus say that they arrested about a total of 4 people. A group of students also arrested for some vandalism before the event. They say about 2.
We are seeing that KTVU Fox 2 is above that active protest scene. Let's watch a little bit of their coverage.
USA's event on campus.
Chicago's mobs just picked the wrong day to mess with ICE. Oh, this is crazy. Look, this woman's got her kids in the car. What is wrong with these people? And she's screaming at them. Oh my.
You have your kids in your car, and you're teaching them not to obey the government. Right. All right.
My goodness. Who is this? But look at this woman. She's trying to get into this car, and look who's inside. ICE agents who are armed and have a fugitive inside. This is so stupid.
She deserves it.
And now they're going to jail in their pajamas. Someone is going to get seriously injured. Wow. Oh, look how close they're getting to the car. These agents are in fear for their safety, man. These mobs are out of control. Look, they are getting way too close. Look at this guy.
Yeah, not you.
And look at this. Things are so wild. These protesters are so militant. The Border Patrol chief actually got out of his vehicle and made an arrest. Look at that. That is crazy. These people are absolutely insane. I don't know why they're getting this close. Why do they want to go to jail for what? Don't they have anything to do tomorrow? They're going to be in jail. They can't do it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's fucking
Homeland
ridiculous.
Security
What the
alleges
hell?
shots were
I love this
fired
guy.
at agents near 26th and Kedzie. DHS says an unknown male in a black
This is
suit
crazy.
allegedly fired the shots and left the scene. Chicago police responded to the scene and said there appeared to be no reports of anyone.
Jesus. All these riots, what the hell? Chicago. Portland. Let's watch this. Or not.
Today, we're hearing from people in the community about the lasting impacts of the riots. Our Lindsay Nadrich is going beyond the headlines today, so Lindsay.
So if you're wondering when scenes like these end, the answer is we have no idea.
Yeah, this is where everything started and is ending up. Take a look behind me right over there. You're seeing both groups. You're having Antifa as well as Patriot Prayer here squaring off.
There's breaking news here in New York as we watch the president in the Oval Office. These are live pictures from Lower Manhattan. We just saw this as the president was speaking. Remember,
you're not going to believe what just happened outside this ICE facility in Portland. It started with shouts echoing off concrete, then a van door slid open, and chaos spilled into the street. Out came a mob dressed in black, masked up, carrying signs, sticks, and phone cameras rolling. But this wasn't a protest anymore, it was an invasion. They've been camping for weeks, waiting for their shot to breach the gates. Then, out of nowhere, federal troops moved. A full platoon. You could feel the energy shift. Gas masks on, rifles up, floodlights slicing through the smoke. One command, and they advanced like a wall of armor. The crowd didn't even have time to react. Within seconds, the same people who'd been chanting slogans were sprinting across the pavement, tripping over their own signs as the line closed around them. You're not going to believe what happens next. One of the agitators tried to duck behind a car. Bad move. Two troops circled him, and before anyone could blink, he was face down, zip-tied, and headed straight for the
Each and every one of these people deserve it. 100%.
van. Another one got cornered against the barricade, shouting about freedom while literally attacking federal officers. He's in custody now. And here's the thing, these aren't random arrests. You cross that blue line around the ICE facility, you're on federal property. That's...
Yeah, once you're on federal property, oh, hell no. Once you're on federal property, rules change. Governor can't save you.
not a city block anymore. That's the U.S. government. And if you cross it, you're done.
Off with breaking news out of the Bay Area. These are images from UC Berkeley, right near that campus. A fight broke out near a Turning Point USA event during a protest. You see,
I want to. So, Thanksgiving, I'm having Thanksgiving with my daughter, and then the next day we're going to go down to Seattle. So, I want to see how Seattle is. 4 months ago. That's awesome. Let's check out Seattle. lead. Crime plunges in Blue City. What?
9:30 here in New York, 8:30 in Chicago. We're an illegal immigrant now in custody for allegedly firing shots at Border Patrol agents over the weekend. The feds say he's an illegal alien out of Mexico with a long criminal history. Mike Tobin's got more on that. This time yesterday, we had no idea where this guy was. Mike, good morning to you. It's changed.
And they say they got him. The headline in the Chicago Tribune this morning, Bill, is that Border Patrol is soon going to be leaving Chicago. I spoke with Chief Bovino this morning. He walked back that headline a bit, saying the fact that he may leave Chicago soon is possible and likely, but final plans are not concrete. And the very fact that future operations showed up in the headline of a newspaper could change things. And it does not mean that the enhanced immigration enforcement named Operation Midway Blitz is over. Border Patrol will maintain a presence in Chicago for a long time, he says. And ICE is a separate entity under the Department of Homeland Security. ICE has a permanent presence in Chicago, and according to DHS, is not changing posture. What has changed, according to Border Patrol, is the environment in which they work. Border Patrol and DHS blame the rhetoric coming from Illinois leaders, calling them everything from barbarians to Nazis for the fact that they're regularly mobbed. Civilian cars chased them down and rammed their vehicles, and on Saturday, they took gunfire.
Vehicle rammings, physical assaults, now gunshots, bricks being thrown from roofs, and that type of thing. That's got to stop. That violent rhetoric, that word liar, that word barbarian, and that word not.
Thank you. New here at 5, the city of Redmond is abruptly shutting off its network of license plate reading cameras. This week, the city council said they were concerned the camera network could be used to help immigration enforcement agents. Comes Jeremy Harris live tonight in Redmond with the story. Jeremy?
Yeah, this week the city of Redmond confirmed that ICE agents had been here on 3 occasions, and that prompted the city council to ask what they could do to counter ICE activities here in Redmond. Their solution was to turn off the city's network of license plate reading cameras, despite the police chief saying ICE has never and could never access those cameras. They quietly watch traffic go by, snapping pictures of cars and their license plates, while police say they're an important tool.
I hate those things. So on my way to work, I have an option. I can go the back way or I can go on the freeway. So every once in a while I decide to go to the freeway. So when I'm heading up towards the freeway, there's this one intersection where it's 100% green. I mean, it's like 4:30 in the morning, 4:35. Nobody's on the road. I'm traveling up to this light, and then there's a car just turns onto the side road, and the traffic light picks it up and immediately turns, and it goes, it's green, green, yellow, red, just like that. And if I'm close to the intersection, I'm going all the way through, and I've gotten multiple tickets on there. I'm not trying to speed. I'm not trying to do anything illegal. These lights, they piss me off. Then I don't even know, do I get a ticket? Then 3 weeks later, I get a notice, and because I'm in the military, I have to pay it because I have I'll be on a trip, I'll be overseas, I'll be in some other state. Like, what the fuck, what do you want me to do? So I have to pay it. It pisses me off.
For investigations, here in Redmond, the city council worries these cameras will become a tool for immigration enforcement.
I do support turning off the cameras at this time.
The issue came to a head at a council meeting this week.
Shut down Flock now. The Flock system is a citizen tracking tool, plain and simple.
Was any of the data from our systems used in these contacts?
Absolutely not. None of our data has been received by any outside entity.
Chief Darrell Lowe of Redmond Police said the city's contract with Flock only allows Redmond Police to access the network. Other law enforcement agencies, including the feds, would have to submit a request to access any camera data, which Chief Lowe says he would review before approving. While Redmond says their contract with Flock prevents outside access, other cities have found federal agencies accessing their cameras, like Auburn and Mukilteo, where ICE and Border Patrol gained access to the system without the city's knowledge. In Redmond, the council voted unanimously to ask the police to suspend the Flock network for now.
As I understand it, it's not as simple as flipping a switch, but I can put the things in motion to shut the cameras off.
The suspension of the Flock system starts immediately and went into effect today. But the issue is not settled here in Redmond. The city council plans to have a meeting about this.
To me, all that sounds like is they're planning on doing something.
Almost 90% of Amazon's firings in Washington state were from the city of Seattle.
Absolutely.
Do you think that might be because the city of Seattle has, I don't
know, maybe their headquarters? Maybe a huge distribution plant? Absolutely. If they're cutting back, that's where it's going to come from.
No, an anti-business climate? And or it's jumps.
I don't like that guy. I already don't like him. What is this?
Indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
House consider government shutdown bill after Senate passes. Trump attends ceremony. Oh.
Good morning, Mr. President, Mr. Vice President, Secretary Collins, and distinguished leaders of the veteran service organizations of the United States of America. Good morning and happy Veterans Day. Today, as we gather at this hallowed ground at Arlington National Cemetery, we honor the brave men and women who have served our nation with unwavering courage and sacrifice. It is a solemn moment of remembrance, unity, and a renewal of our commitment to those that have served. Today is also a special celebration of all who put their lives on the line for the United States of America. AMVETS has a proud history spanning over 80 years. Today, our top priorities remain clear. We work tirelessly to prevent veteran suicide and veteran homelessness, because no veteran should be alone in facing these struggles. We promote awareness, prisoners of war, and missing in action issues, ensuring that no hero is ever forgotten. And we are committed to supporting veterans' families, help keeping them united through life's toughest challenges. As the host of this year's Veterans Day National Committee, AMVETS is honored to participate alongside dedicated Department of Veteran Affairs staff and our fellow veteran service organizations. Together, we organize this event to honor our fallen and to reaffirm our duty to those who have served. In the spirit of veterans serving veterans, I challenge each of us, whether here today or watching from home, to find ways to support our veterans, whether through a simple act of kindness, volunteering, or advocating for policies that make a difference. Your efforts matter.
I don't agree with that at all.
Because supporting our veterans is
Most
not
veterans
just a
want to be
duty.
left alone.
It's a reflection of
Maybe
our
offer a
gratitude and
discount every
respect.
now and then, something, I don't know.
Let us remember today that their
Thank you
sacrifices
for your
have
service.
made the freedoms we enjoy possible.
It's a fucking job. What do
And
you
let
want?
us pledge to continue serving, protecting, and honoring all who have served our nation. Thank you. God bless our veterans. And God bless America.
Thank you for my service. Oh, congratulations. I've seen a bunch of my friends die. I've gone overseas. I've lost wives.
It is now my humble honor to introduce
I
the
miss my
12th
daughter's
Secretary of the
birthdays.
Department of Veterans
My daughter
Affairs.
doesn't like me because I'm always gone.
Secretary
Thank you
Doug
for my
Collins
service.
is an
Shut the fuck
accomplished
up.
attorney with more than a decade of legislative experience representing the people of Georgia in the state legislature and later the U.S. House of Representatives. As a U.S. Air Force Reserve chaplain, Secretary Collins has ministered to our country's military since 2002. He completed a 2008 and 2009 deployment to Iraq while stationed at Balad Air Base. Collins remains a colonel in the United States Air Force Reserve, and he previously served in the U.S. Navy Reserve. Please join me in warmly welcoming VA Secretary Doug Collins.
Good morning, everyone. Mr. President, Mr. Vice President, all the VSOs, all of our veteran staff here today, and welcome you to a place in which we honor our veterans, those who have served. I tell you, it was an honor to be here, but it was an even bigger honor just over a year ago when the President asked me to take this job. And I asked him a simple question. I said, Mr. President, what would you like me to do? And he looked at me with a simple phrase. He said, take care of our veterans. I tell all the rest of the cabinet, I've got the best job in the world because I get to take care of the best people in the world, the veterans of the United States of America. And this president is firmly committed to making sure this happens. The VA is a different place today than it was just 9 months ago. 9 months ago, there was more of an inner reflection. Now it is an outer reflection. The only thing that matters at the VA is that the veteran comes first. All we do is not about a bureaucracy or where we're from. It's about the veteran who walks through our door. Without the veteran, we have no job. The VA now understands that we do nothing else except take care of the veteran and do things for them. And under that direction from the President, we have lowered backlogs. We've increased wait times. And yes, Mr. President, we get them to community when they want to go to the community to see those doctors. And that's all.
We've increased wait times. Does he know what he said?
But the best part of this is that there is something to understand. Is that Veterans Day, unlike the others we celebrate, is about everyday people doing extraordinary things. Veterans Day is about men and women who come from small towns, hamlets, villages, and big towns. And they make a decision in their life to raise their right hand and say, I'm committing to something bigger than myself. I'm stepping forward where many will not. I'm raising my right hand and committing myself to service to a country, as I said just the other day, to make and ensure that our military is the biggest and baddest in the world. Our veterans make that possible.
I don't regret it, but that's why I joined. I was living in Seattle. I wanted to be a rock star.
It comes from people all over, as I started with in Iraq. What I love about Veterans Day is it tells the story of a young girl. She was in her early 20s. I met her on the fields in a wind just like this in the desert of Iraq. She had showed up late, and I was on the night chaplain run, and I'd always saw everybody else, but I didn't recognize her. And I walked up to the gate, and I said, where have you been? And I said, I haven't seen you here. She said, sir, I'm a little bit late deploying with my troops. I said, well, what was the reason? And I said, you could, I figured, why are you coming in 3 or 4 weeks later? She said, well, sir, just about 2 months ago, I had my daughter. And I looked at her and I said, and you came anyway. I said, you know, you could probably got a deferment of that. She said, no, sir. She said, I'd go where my troops go. I go where they go. And for the rest of the time I was there, we shared pictures of one growing up, a little one taking first crawls and moves, and sharing it in the night sky over Iraq. That is a veteran who serves because they want to serve others. I remember an A1C who was on deployment. He came back and he said, I am now making big money. He said, I can actually help my family, and I can buy Christmas presents for those that didn't get any last year. It's about the stories of those as a young man, and just a little bit young because he's in his 80s, at one of our VA hospitals in hospice, who I walked in on him just the other day, and he was playing on a keyboard, Just a Closer Walk with Thee. Veterans Day is about veterans that were not special necessarily when they came up, but they saw a vision and a calling, and they said, I want to be a part of our armed services. So when they raised their hand, they made a choice to become one of our favorite in the world, and that is a veteran who serves this country. So as we come to this day of service, this day of happy Thanksgiving for people who are willing to serve, I would just have one word from the half of this administration, and I want everyone to hear it clearly, whether you're in the media, Congress, or anywhere else. I'm a little bit tired of people saying that veterans keep getting stuff. No, veterans do not get anything from this country. They have earned everything that they are getting, and I am committed to making sure they will always have that from this administration and this VA, and that is my promise and this president's promise to you. And with that, it is my honor to introduce to you a father, a husband, and yes, for those in the audience, a Marine. Oh, come on, Marines. There we go. My Marines ain't let me down on this one, because now I get to introduce the great Vice President of the United States. It is his honor. It is his Marine. And I'm making him wait just a minute. It is Mr. Vice President. He is ready to be here.
Well, thank you, Doug. You're doing a great job at the VA, and I want to say just a couple things. I've learned a couple things from working so closely with the President of the United States. The first thing is that he loves our nation's veterans and has committed our nation's administration to putting our veterans first every single day. And the second thing I've learned about the President of the United States is that he really hates when somebody who's speaking before him goes on for too long. And so with that in mind, I have prepared a very brief and very inspiring 1 hour and 45-minute speech on this beautiful Veterans Day out here in the cold. But let me just give 3 very brief messages. First, to our nation's veterans, thank you. Thank you for serving and sacrificing. We've all got so many good stories of people that we served with over the years. During my 4 years of the Marine Corps, I met the very best of America, people who are willing to put on a uniform and risk their lives for their entire country. Just yesterday morning, I met people who lost limbs, who lost very, very important family members, who lost their psychological health, going out there and serving the United States of America. So whether you gave a little bit or whether you gave a lot, every single person who put on the uniform of this nation deserves our gratitude on this day especially, but every day. And so from the Vice President and the entire administration to our nation's veterans, thank you for your service, thank you for your sacrifice,
she hangs on to that.
Thank
I'm a
you
veteran.
for making us proud every
she
single
never
day.
got out of training.
The second message is to the nation's political leaders. I happen to believe that the most valuable resource that we have isn't the incredible wealth of natural resources of this country, as amazing as it is. The most important natural resource that we have is that we have hundreds of thousands of young people every single month who sign up to put on the uniform and risk their lives for their fellow citizens. That is a resource we cannot squander. That is a resource we must protect. And so, to every elected official who's here today, our obligation, our sacred responsibility to our veterans is to make sure that the American military is the bravest and best fighting force anywhere in the world, and to make sure that every time we ask our nation's military to go off to war, we give them the training, we give them the resources, and we give them what they need to kick the enemy's rear end and to come back home safely and quickly. That is our obligation to you. And my third and final message to the American people, I'm asked all the time how to best honor our veterans. And this day in particular gives you an opportunity, and it doesn't have to be difficult, and it doesn't have to be complicated. If you find yourself at a restaurant this evening and you see somebody wearing a uniform, buy them a meal if you're able, or buy them a beer. If you see a veteran of our nation's armed forces, if you know somebody in your family, give them a call and say thank you. I heard already this morning from my mother-in-law who sent me a message early California time, and it touched my heart. Just knowing that we have loved ones who recognize our service, who care about it, and who care enough to go out and say thank you. So the American people, if we want to keep on ensuring that the very best and brightest sign up for our military, the very best way to do it is to make sure that the veterans know that we are grateful to them. And so it's with great pride that I'm introducing a man who is proud of our veterans, who fights every single day for the veterans, and who is proud to be the Commander-in-Chief of the United States Armed Forces, President Donald J. Trump.
Thank you, J.D. Thank you very much to our great Vice President. It was a good decision I made. This morning on these hallowed grounds where generations of American heroes rest in eternal glory, we gather to fulfill the sacred duty of every free man and woman. On Veterans Day, we honor those who have worn the uniform, who have borne the battle, who have stood to watch, and whose ranks have formed the mighty wall of flesh and blood, bravery and devotion that has defended our freedom for 250 years. Today, to every veteran, we love our veterans, we say the words too often left unsaid. Thank you for your service. Thank you very much. And we want to also say thank you for carrying America's fate on your strong, very broad, proud shoulders. Each of you has earned the respect and the gratitude of our entire nation. We love you, we salute you, and we will never forget what you have done to keep America safe, sovereign, and free. Thank you very much. And we're also honored to be joined by a great man. He will go down as a great man someday. Speaker Mike Johnson. Speaker. Wherever you may be, Speaker. We love you, Speaker. There he is, right there. Good. Got a good location. He always gets a good location. And congratulations to you and to John and to everybody on a very big victory. We're opening up our country. Should have never been closed. Should have never been closed. I want to thank Secretary Doug Collins, who's outstanding, just done a fantastic job for the veterans. We have a 92% approval rating. We took that up from 38% from a certain previous administration that we won't mention. Also, Secretary of War, we like the sound of that better than the other. Secretary Pete Hegseth. Pete, thank you very much. Thank you, Pete. Great job. Our great Attorney General, Pam Bondi. Pam, thank you very much. Thank you. Secretary Doug Burgum. Doug, thank you. Thank you very much for being here, Doug. The #1 energy person anywhere in the world, acknowledged. I was amazed that he took the job, and he did it without hesitation. What he gave up, what Doug gave up, what all of them gave up, nobody would ever know. But Secretary Chris Wright, #1 anywhere in the world, acknowledged. And drill, baby, drill, Chris, right? Drill, baby, drill. The energy prices are way down, and they're going further. Secretary Linda McMahon, education, moving education back to the states, Linda, right? Getting it back to the states where it belongs. Secretary Laurie Chavez DeReamer, thank you, Laurie, very much. Director Russ Vogt. Director, thank you. What a good job he's doing. Cutting, but fairly cutting. Director Tulsi Gabbard. Thank you, Director. Ambassador Jameson Greer, what a job he's done. We've taken in trillions of dollars in tariffs, and we want to keep it that way. It's been good for our country, I can tell you, including national security. General Dan Kane. General, thank you. He's a real general. And congratulations on wiping out the nuclear capability of Iran in about a matter of seconds once they got there. They traveled a total of 37 hours, but once they got there, they were very quick. And also to many other very distinguished guests, we have an amazing group of people. I'd like to name every one of you, but I think a lot of people would be upset. It's a little cold. The pages of American history are filled with the tales of titans, icons, innovators, and trailblazers who built this country into the greatest, most ambitious, and most prosperous nation the world has ever seen. And we brought it to new levels. I'll tell you, we were going in a direction for a period of time, but we've never been hotter than we are right now. This is the hottest country anywhere in the world. Yet every captain of industry, every pioneer of science, and every star whose brilliance has lit up the lights of Broadway all share one thing in common. They only had the chance to soar because the veterans had the courage to serve. They took care of those people. They took care of all the stars. The stars that you read about wouldn't be here without our veterans. Everything we have, everything our country has achieved has been purchased by the muscle, spine, and steel of the United States military. We owe it all to the fierce and noble men and women of the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, Space Force, Coast Guard, and the United States Marines. Here's a guy. Our service members, our own words, are the greatest possible tribute to their immortal valor. Shortly before the Battle of Bull Run, Major Sullivan Ballou of Rhode Island became a big name, didn't he? Wrote to his dear wife, Sarah. He said, I know how great a debt we owe to those who went before us, he said. And I'm willing, perfectly willing, darling, to lay down all my joys of this life to help maintain this government and to pay that debt. Just 1 week later, Major Ballou did just that. He gave his life to save our country. On the night before he jumped into the dark skies over Normandy on D-Day, Colonel Bull Wolverton knelt with his men in prayer. Dear God, he said, we ask only this, that if we die, we must die, and we as men would die without complaining, without pleading, and safe in the feeling that we have done our best for what we believed was right. We must do what is right. Colonel Wolverton, too, died for us so bravely in battle. Today we remember with overwhelming gratitude the more than 1 million American service members who have made the supreme sacrifice and laid down their lives for the good old USA. Generation after generation, America's warriors have left behind the comforts of home and family to face violence, evil, and death, so that our families could know joy, goodness, and peace. We honor them so strongly. Our heroes have lived through unthinkable nightmares so we could live the American dream, and the American dream is coming back again, stronger than ever before, and you'll see that as the next few years evolve. They have volunteered to give their last breaths to all of us so that we could breathe free. And today we know without any doubt in our hearts that after 2.5 centuries, America stands tall because America's veterans stood so strong. And soon our country will be stronger than ever before. The American veteran has forged a legacy of gallantry and daring without parallel in human history. In September 2009, Army Captain William Swenson was driving through the Afghan mountains when his convoy was ambushed by over 60 Taliban insurgents. He and his comrades were pinned down for hours without artillery or air support. A fellow soldier was shot in the chest, and Captain Swenson crossed an open field to aid his brother in arms. People said, don't do it, Captain, don't do it. He did it. When the terrorists closed in around them and demanded their surrender, Captain Swenson threw a grenade at the enemy and rallied his men to break their advance. He then carried the wounded soldiers hundreds of yards to a rescue helicopter before charging back 3 times, back and forth into the fire to save the wounded and bring them home. Even after 7 hours of fighting, he refused to leave any man behind. Retired Lieutenant Colonel William Swenson is here with us in Arlington, and for his actions that day, he proudly wears the Congressional Medal of Honor. Colonel Swenson, thank you very much. Thank you very much, please. Thank you. Thank you very much. The ultimate honor. Thank you. Another person who shows the Medal of the American Veteran is Dale Stovall. As an Air Force helicopter pilot in Vietnam, Captain Stovall was assigned to rescue a downed American airman deep in hostile territory.
I heard about this.
Despite the extreme peril, Captain
Stovall
took off in his HH-53C helicopter and soon came under intense fire, forcing him to turn back. But the
Oh,
captain
my scarf.
refused to abandon his
I haven't worn
mission.
a
The
scarf
next day, he
forever.
willingly plunged back into the danger while taking fire from all directions. He didn't have a chance, he felt, but he said, I got to do it. He rescued the downed American pilot who had been stranded on the ground for 23 days and brought him back home alive, completing the deepest rescue behind enemy lines in the entire Vietnam War. For this and 11 other harrowing rescues, he was a brave guy. Dale received the famous Air Force Cross and the Distinguished Flying Cross and 2 Silver Stars, making him the 4th most combat decorated Air Force Academy grad of all time. He retired as a brigadier general after 31 years of service. General Stovall, you are a legend. Please, thank you, General Stovall. Thank you very much. Thank you. You look good, General. You look, I wish I looked that good. You look good. Thank you very much, General. America's warriors never quit, never surrender. They fight, 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 and they win, win, win. That's what we do. We win battles. As you know, today is not only Veterans Day, but it's my proclamation that we are now going to be saying and calling Victory Day for World War I. Victory Day. You know, I was recently at an event and I saw France was celebrating Victory Day, but we didn't. And I saw France was celebrating another Victory Day for World War II. And other countries were celebrating. They were all celebrating. We're the one that won the wars. And I said, from now on, we're going to say Victory Day for World War I and World War II. And we could do for plenty of other wars, but we'll start with those 2. Maybe someday somebody else will add a couple of more because we won a lot of good ones. But when I see other countries celebrating Victory Day, I watched it. I watched UK, I watched Russia. They were celebrating Victory Day, World War II. And I said, we got to have a Victory Day. Nobody even talked about it in our country. But from now on, we're going to be celebrating Victory Day for World War I, for World War II, and frankly, for everything else. Under the Trump administration, we're restoring the pride and the winning spirit of the United States military. That's why we have officially renamed the Department of Defense back to the original name, Department of War.
Department of War.
And remember, we won World War I, we won World War II, we won everything in between, we won everything that came before. And then we brilliantly decided to change the name of this great thing that we all created together. And we became politically correct. We don't like being politically correct. So we're not going to be politically correct anymore. From now on, when we fight a war, we only fight for one reason, to win. We fight to win. And under my leadership, we're also fighting for the great veterans who have always been there for us, and especially when we needed them and needed them most. In 9 months, the Trump administration has cut the backlog of VA benefit claims in half. That's a big achievement, and Doug is going to get it down to 0. During the Biden administration, the backlog exploded like we had never seen before, and I'm going to eliminate 100% of that backlog. We're moving at that pace, and already we've processed more than 3 million backlog claims, the most of any year in the history of the VA. We've added more than 1 million extra service hours across the VA centers, and we've opened 20 new facilities in 13 states, something that people said just not possible to do. We also have brought back VA choice and VA accountability, taken away by the Biden administration, so that when you have to wait online, you go out and you get yourself a doctor. We pay for the doctor if you have to wait. And the other thing is we fired thousands of people who didn't take care of our great veterans. They were sadists, they were sick people, they were thieves, they were everything you want to name, and we got rid of over 9,000 of them. And then when Biden came in, he hired them back, many of them. But we got rid of them. And I think we got rid of them permanently. We replaced them with people who love our veterans, not people who are sick people. We're also confronting the challenge of veterans' homelessness. And earlier this year, I signed an order establishing the National Center for Warrior Independence to house up to 6,000 veterans in need. And we will not stop until we have ended the tragedy of homeless veterans once and for all. I'd see in New York where people that came into our country illegally, would be put up in hotels, and veterans would be sitting on the sidewalk outside of that hotel where these other people are put in. And many of the people that came in were put in from prisons. They were murderers. They were drug dealers. They were people that we didn't want in our country. They were staying in hotels.
I heard stories all about that. My sister was living in D.C. when that was happening. And
on the sidewalks, watching them go in. I said, that's never going to happen under this administration. I also signed the VA Home Loan Program Reform Act because no veteran should be kicked out of their home for what they call a late payment. It's not happening. And I'm pleased to report that since January, the veterans' unemployment rate has fallen by more than 26%. That's amazing. Work hard on that. And I also want to give a very special thanks to all of the veteran service organizations that work so hard. They're all represented here today. But they work so hard on behalf of our great veterans. And one of the heroes who reminds us of why we fight for those who served in uniform is Army. Major and West Point grad Jonathan Turnbull. In 2019, Jonathan was conducting an operation in Syria when a suicide bomber approached and detonated his vest, leaving Jonathan gravely wounded, so badly wounded they thought he had no chance. The injuries were so severe the doctors gave him, everybody, they just looked, they all cried. They knew him, they loved him, and they were just crying. They said, no chance. He was resuscitated 3 separate times and he underwent 22 surgeries, but he refused to give up. He wanted to live. He loved his country. He loved his family. He wanted to live. He was going through hell. I visited Jonathan at Walter Reed in 2020, remembered so well, and today I'm delighted to say that Jonathan is not only alive, he is here with us, back on his feet, and living a great life alongside his beautiful wife, Samantha, and their 3 incredible children. Jonathan, Samantha, please, God bless you. God bless you. Thank you. Where are you? There he is. There he is. Beautiful. Thank you very much. Thank you. You're a tough guy. You're a tough one. Nobody could have gone through what you went through. He's doing good, isn't he, huh, Samantha? Thank you very much, both. And in conclusion, from the very beginning of our country, our great American flag has always been shielded and protected by a special caste of citizen who has stepped forward to safeguard liberty's cause. When danger came, when duty called, when Almighty God asked, who had the will and the strength to defend the land of the free, each and every American veteran stood up and said, here I am, send me, here I am. They've come from every corner of this nation, from the cornfields of Iowa to the hills and valleys of California, from the steel towns of Pennsylvania to the vast plains of Texas, from the banks of the mighty Mississippi to the 5 boroughs of New York City.
Very stressful. But
with selfless commitment and unyielding conviction,
they loved him and
they made themselves America's ramparts and became the shield between our homeland and those who would do us harm.
Later, and for different reasons, but when it actually happened, I felt confident about it.
They did one thing above all else. They put America first. On the decks of destroyers, beneath the thunder of cannon fire and the cockpits of our Beautiful B-2 bombers, aren't they beautiful? Now we respect them so much. What a job they did. That in an instant completely obliterated Iran's nuclear capability, of which we have just ordered, I have to say, many more of the updated versions of that incredible piece of art. They defended the American Republic, dispensed American justice, crushed the enemies of freedom, and vanquished the forces of wickedness and evil. That's what we've been doing. Because of what every veteran has done today, the flame of liberty shines bright. The people of our nation sleep safe. The American dream surges forward, and our magnificent destiny stands more splendid and glorious than ever before. So I want to say thank you once again to every American veteran. You are very, very special people, and always in our heart. And thank you very much, and God bless you, and God bless the United States of America. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Distinguished guests, please stand and join the United States Army Band and Chorus in singing God Bless America, and remain standing as we retire the colors. Please place your right hand over your heart
I was on color guard
or
for a little bit.
render
I want to
a
watch them
hand
retire the
salute.
colors. I had to do color guard for like a formal, one funeral. He's looking around. He's like, we don't want to go salute this. Why are we saluting? I feel retarded. I'm just following everybody else. He's like, fuck, why am I here? Like, this music sucks. Fucking end it. Retire the colors. Let's go.
Retire the colors.
morning before my flight, it started snowing. It's only November. I said that because I saw the stuff falling from the camera. I want to see the colors. I don't want to see them. Shut up.
This concludes the 2025 National Veterans Day observance. Please remain at your seats for the departure of the official party. Thank you for joining us today to celebrate and honor all who served.
Vance is just waiting for Trump. Like, come on, let's get out of here. It's funny. Alright, bye. Bye, everybody. America's great. Let's get out of here. Let's go get some Taco Bell. Taco Bell would be amazing. Yeah, you look like you need Taco Bell. No, you. Yes, I love you. I love you, Taco Bell. Let's go. I'm hungry. Rock on. Taco Bell. Let's go, JD. Crunchwrap Supreme. Burrito Supremes are good, but Crunchwrap, oh, how they fucking, oh yeah. Come on, JD, let's go get some Taco Bell. Fuck this bullshit, we're out. Man, that was an officially from the White House.
All right, and so that feed just abruptly ended right there, but we were hearing from President Trump alongside Vice President J.D. Vance as they were speaking at the Arlington National Cemetery on this Veterans Day. That feed ending. We are going to step away briefly, continuing our live coverage on this Veterans Day in just a moment. I'm Stephanie Quinu. You're watching live now from Fox.
We are stepping away. All right, that was cool. So I think that's going to be it for now on this. I'm going to pause the stream. Well, actually, I'm not going to pause. We're going to... It's going to... We'll do +5. We'll do 15 minutes. I will be back in 15.
I forge more than horseshoes and nails. What do you need? I'll keep my forge hot. Return soon. Use it well. Hammer sings on your return.
Stars guide you.
On the morrow, traveler.
See some steel you need? I'll keep my forge hot. Return soon.
Stars guide you.
This might very well be my last journal. The night's penitent and full. I hear and listen to the screams as they were torn and devoured by the creatures. I didn't want to end up like the others. Nothing but the blood splattered on the floor. The city walls that kept us safe trapped us in with them. I pray the cathedral sends reinforcements soon. You'll have mercy when they know of my cowardice. The sounds have stopped. I'm going to try to escape.
time to prepare. I need time to prepare. I'm not ready yet.
left, you ask? I'll keep my forge hot. Return soon.
May your road be filled with wonders. Sublime.
I cannot do that here. Not while I'm in town. time to prepare What is this? I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
His study is nearby. This way.
Thank you for bringing this to me. This armor belonged to a friend and a brother in arms. And with a little work, it will protect another Iron Wolf one day.
I cannot do that here. Not while I'm in town. I must hone my abilities first. I cannot use that yet.
I forge more than horseshoes and nails. What'd you need? Not while I'm in town. Not while I'm in town. Greetings. How shall I guide my hammer? My forge, see some steel you need. Some steel you need. Use it well.
I cannot. I cannot.
Wear the stars around your neck.
this? I need time to do that. I need time to do that. I need more time.
This must have belonged to a traveler. I'll put it here with the other offerings. May it keep others safe on their journeys.
Oh, guy is at it again.
ready yet. I need time to do that. I need time to prepare that.
I forge more than horseshoes and nails. What do you need?
Not while I'm in town.
My hammer sing greetings. How shall I guide my hammer? See some steel you need? Here's a good one.
to do that. I need more time. I need more time. I need time to do that. I'm not ready yet.
I can cure what ails me. Live well.
I forge more than horseshoes and nails. What do you need? Use it well.
There is power in these stones. Well done. Stars guide you.
I'm not ready yet.
savior.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I need time to prepare it. I need time to prepare
We're here! You ready? The only way out of this is to fight.
I need time to prepare.
You deserve this. Never seen anyone fight like you.
What's still got some good in it? Use it well.
There is magic in all things. Let me show you.
I need time to prepare that.